Identity operators in Python are used to check whether two variables refer to the same object in the memory. So there are two operators we have. One is your is. This is going to check whether the two variables refer to the same object in the memory or not. For example, here I have taken one list, say x equal to some 1, 2, 3. And with the assignment operator, let's say I have created one more list here, y equal to x. So now this x and y both are referring to the same list of elements, I mean same object in the memory. So because x is referring to the same object, y is also referring to the same object. Hence when I'm checking x is y, it is going to see what is the address of x referring to, what is the address of y referring to. If it is same, then I'm going to get as true. Whereas is not is just the opposite, like it is going to check whether they do not refer to the same object in the memory. Let's say here I have taken x equal to 1, 2, 3, y is equal to 1, 2, 3. So what we see here, even though the list of elements are same, but x address and y address is different because they refer to two different objects. So when I'm saying x is not y, because x is referring to one particular address and y is referring to another address. So this is not is going to get me true here. So identity operators usually check for object identity, whether the objects are equal or not. They do not check the values. Like in this context, if you can observe, both the elements are exactly the same, but this x is not comparing the corresponding values. Rather, it is going to verify whether the addresses are same or not. So two variables can have the same value, but we cannot guarantee that they refer to the same object. Like in this context, we can see x and y are referring to two different objects. Let's say we have taken x equal to 1, 2, 3. Now I'm assigning y equal to x. Now when I'm going to check, before I can check this is, I'm checking what is the ID of x and what is the ID of y. You can see both are same, which means that both x and y refers to the same object. So now when I'm going to check x is y, I'm going to get true because x and y both refers to the same object. Now let's say we have taken a equals to 1, 2, 3 and we have b equals to 1, 2, 3. Now when I'm checking a is b, I'm getting false. Why? Because if you can check ID of a, so ID of a is this, whereas ID of b is something different. So hence when I'm checking a is not b, I'm getting true because a, whatever object it refers to, b does not refer to the same object, hence it is true. So one main thing we need to remember is this is operator, which is actually the identity operator, is not same as equal to, because equal to is going to compare the values rather than the addresses or the memory objects, whereas is always going to refer the objects in the memory.